We've seen some amazing things, but that, my friends, is something we've never seen.
Brandon Cruz wants advice.
Brandon Cruz wants advice.
Brandon wants advice.
Brandon Cruz wants advice. You have locked yourself into the playoffs.
Nice. Got it.
Talk with old Brandon Cruz wants advice.
Completely speechless, to say the least.
Man, I am honestly so baffled by that decision. Brandon Cruz wants advice. It's Brandon wants advice.
Green flag in the air. Brandon Cruz wants advice to the front.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to the Brandon Cruz Daily Fantasy Podcast. I'm going to try and get this done quick because I did a first recording. It was too long, too many dry spots in it. So let's get right into it. First off, Eldora. Usually, I'll make lineups. Some cash, some don't. Eldora was just a whiff for me. I chased ownership way too much and just didn't believe in Stuart Friesen or Chase Briscoe at all, so I faded them completely. That's how it went. You win some, you lose some. That's just how it is. And guys, I have to say this because I'm starting to get more and more questions now the more people watch. I am not a beginner's tips, tricks, and advice video. I am not here to help you win your fucking 25-cent entries, your $1 entries. I don't play those. I do not play those. I do not play cash games. I do play cash games here and there, but I'm not making these videos for cash games. I make them for GPP, for winner-take-all style events. I am here to win $10,000. I am not here to double my $3 entry. I am here to finish number one with no duplicate lineups. I am here to do that. Okay, so I focus on pivots, low, and guys, things of that nature. That is why you will see such far out strategies for me, because if they work out, I win a lot of money. If they don't, like Eldora, I don't win money. It's treated me well so far in the NFL season, or in the NFL seasons in the past, and in NASCAR. Let's get right into it, focusing on the Xfinity series. I am gonna break this video into two categories right here. One is going to be statistics based on the last 5 races. One is going to be on practice speeds and who I like from that, and low-owned guys and cheap guys that I like for your pivots and stuff, because you got to play Kyle Busch basically tomorrow. Anyway, the Xfinity Series driver statistics for the last 5 races. You have Justin Allgaier, Cole Custer, Jeremy Clements, Christopher Bell, and Ross Chastain are the top 5 based on previous races. Justin Allgaier, 5 races, 2 wins, 3 top 5s, 3 top 10s. Average start at 9.4, average finish at 6.2. Cole Custer, 5 races, 1 top 5, 5 top 10s. Average start 7.2, average finish of 6.4. Cole Custer is the only person in the last 5 road courses to actually finish in the top 5 in each race, and he has a 0.2 difference in average finishing position compared to Justin Allgaier. Now, if you look at their prices on DraftKings, Cole Custer is $10,500, Justin Allgaier is $9,900, Kyle Busch is $12,100. If you want to get interesting, like I'll kind of talk about at the end with lineup construction, you could throw these guys in there and actually have a pretty decent lineup. Continuing on, Jeremy Clements is third best on his quote-unquote stats. 5 races, 1 win, 1 top 5, 1 top 10. Average start is 17.8, average finish of 12.6. Christopher Bell, 5 races, 1 top 5, 2 top 10s. Average start of 8.6, average finish of 13.4. So this shows that, like, hey, Christopher Bell's good at a lot of places. He's just not as good. He's still a good driver, but he's just not as good on these road course races. Ross Chastain, 5 starts, 1 top 10. And average start is 17.6, average finish is 13.6. So that's 6, 5, 4, 3. That's an average increase of 4 positions. Austin Cindric, 5 races, 5 races, 2 top 10s, 2 top 5s, 2 poles. Average start of 5, average start of 5th actually, and average finish of 14.2. Michael Annett, my favorite guy here for a place differential play based on his statistics, and I apologize that I yawn so fucking much. I know you people don't like it when I yawn, but I work, and this is the only time I can make these fucking videos, so it's either this or nothing, so you're going to have to deal with the yawning. Anyway, Michael Annett is my favorite for a place differential based on these stats right here. So 5 starts, 1 top 5, 1 top 10, but listen to these. Listen to these start and average finish statistics. Average start 21.6, average finish 13.8. Michael Annett is killing it for the place differential stuff here. Ryan Truex, 4 races, 1 top 5, 1 top 10. Average start at 7.8, and average finish is 16th. Brandon Jones, 5 starts, 5 starts, 2 top 10s. Average start is 15.2 and an average finish of 17.2. Those are the 9 best guys on active who are active in the Xfinity series who stand out to me, who I like. Other than that, Chase Briscoe, 2 races, 1 win, 1 top 5, 1 top 10. Average start of 13.5 and an average finish of 7.5. Showing up really, really good there. Those guys, based on statistics, that will be quote-unquote favorites and the things of that nature. Now let me get into practice and people that I like from practice. Now granted, guys, go on NASCAR.com. This is where I get the practice stats from. If I need anything else, I usually go to Racing Reference or go on Twitter, find things like that. But this is where you can look at the practice stuff. I'm not going to go over the practice things right now because you can look at them. I'm going to tell you just who I like based on the practice stuff, so this stupid video isn't like 14 minutes long. Guys that I like from practice. I expect Kyle Busch to dominate. I expect, Ryan Blaney to give him a little bit of racing. AJ Allmendinger is going to choke. I mean, fuck you, AJ Allmendinger. Justin Allgaier didn't show as good of speed in the first practice, but his 5-lap average in the final practice is 6th best. I like to see that. Same with Cole Custer. His was 8th fastest in the final practice on 5-lap averages. Josh Bilicki in the number 93 for RSR Racing. Now, I saw the statistic brought to me by DNF Racers on Twitter. An RSR driver has been the first to start and park a car in the last 3 road course races. Now, I was going to say that, and I was going to agree that Josh Bilicki would be that guy to start and park, but he is sponsored this weekend. He hasn't been making races based on qualifying speed, but he does have talent on the road courses. I like Josh Bilicki as a low-owned, cheap punt this week. Michael Annett yet again looking good for place differential. Tommy Joe Martins in the number 66 for MBM Motorsports is sponsored, is looking fast, and is a quote-unquote road course ringer for MBM Motorsports. I love Tommy Joe Martins this weekend in the number 66. I just like him. Brandon Brown, 20th best in 5-lap averages. Brandon Brown can go either way. If you listen to the DFS Tavern and myself talk about people and things of that nature, I just always end up liking Brandon Brown in general. Stanton Burnett, I gotta make sure he is on the DraftKings stuff. Yes. Okay, so Stanton Burnett is in the number 42 for yet again MBM Motorsports, and he is fully sponsored. I love these plays, man. I love the people MBM Motorsports brings because no one trusts their cars DFS-wise, and they are fully sponsored this weekend. 62-42. Tommy Joe Martins and Stanton Barrett, 2 guys that I really like. Those are actually my 3 punts I'm going to focus on tomorrow. I'll probably just have one lineup. Depending on where they qualify, I might change it up. But Josh Bilicki, Stanton Barnett, Tommy Joe Martins, the guys that I like that are cheap. There are some other punts down there. David Starr is showing some speed. He's always been, better on road course races compared to other guys, but he is just there. J.J. Yeley will most likely start in park. Not interested in Joey Gaze. Not interested in Jeremy Clements, even though he does have, fairly good, quote-unquote, finishing stuff. Chad Fitchum in number 13. I believe he's starting and parking with that number 13 car because they're just trying to get that car some more points and all that type of stuff. Guys, those are the guys that I'm looking at. I expect Kyle Busch to dominate. If you want to go higher or more expensive, I'm sure Austin Cindric, Chase Briscoe look appealing based on practice speeds. Ryan Preece in the number 8 again might be a bit expensive for you. It might be a bit harder for you to get in there, but Ryan Preece, $87,000, you can fit him in there. I'm going to talk to you on lineup construction right fast. Say if you throw Kyle Busch in the top, you have $37,900 dollars left. If you go Tommy Joe Martins, either Josh Bilicki or Scott Barrett, however you want to go about it. I'm gonna show you Kyle Busch, Tommy Joe Martins, Scott Barrett as an example to start your lineup. You got $92,000 left. That helps you out so much. If you want to go, instead of Scott, you can go Josh Bilicki. at $49,000. Go with the two least expensive guys. Then you have $93,000 on average. I think that's the way it's going to be. You're going to need Kyle Busch, one of those cheap punts at like $5,000, and then playing some other guys either in the $8,000 or $9,000 range, depending on where they qualify. And if Scott, Tommy, or Josh qualifies well, I think I still might play them because they at least show that they have speed and that they can stay up there. This race does not have a lot of laps. While it's good to have the person who quote unquote dominates, you don't need that. And it's not really a place differential race because a lot of the times where people qualify, they end up staying there. So I just want people who are, cheap, consistent, that it won't start and park. Those are the type of things I look for in my punts. Those are the type of things I look for in the guys that I'm going to have quote-unquote dominating. Guys, thank you very much. I wanted to get this out there. They're not too bad at all. 10-minute video. It's Watkins Glen. It's road course racing for the Xfinity Series. Not a whole lot to say there. There'll probably be like 30 cars that actually finish the race. Guys, follow me on Twitter. Check out my other YouTube videos. Got a lot of NFL stuff coming out this week, and check out my Millionaire Maker Statistics video. I love those statistics so much. Check out DFS Tavern. Ann's over there does an amazing job as well. Guys, thank you very much for listening. You guys have a fantastic evening, and I will talk to you later.